Have you ever seen one of those people who can hear a song a couple of times and then just magically sit down and play it on the piano? And maybe you've thought, wow, I wonder what kind of gift this person has. Well, what that person has is a very strong sense of ear training. And it's not something that you have to be born with. It's very much something that you are going to learn. In today's video, I am going to show you how to do ear training. Today, I'm going to take you step by step through some different activities that you can do and exercises that you can do to build your ears so that you have strong enough ears to be able to sit down and play things at the piano. If you're looking to do that today, stick around. I'm Brenda Earl-Stokes. I'm the owner and creator of Piano and Voice with Brenda. I make creative and practical resources to help folks like you become better pianists and more versatile musicians. So the first thing we have to really talk about here before we get into it is what is ear training even for? And I use the example of the person who can sit down and just magically play whatever song, or maybe just everyone's playing and someone just sits down and can figure out how to do it. So ear training is also for other reasons too. One of them is so that you can learn melodies faster. And if you've ever tried to pick up a more challenging melody and it takes you a long time to sort of get it, ear training can really help with that. It's also going to help you to remember melodies better or harmonies. So if you're singing harmony with someone and you have a hard time finding your part, that's another example where ear training really comes in. And then, of course, how fun would it be for you to be able to sit down and play your favorite melodies on piano, or better yet, to play an entire song? So we're going to talk about step by step what we need to do to get you to start to build these skills today. So the first thing that I'm going to tell you is kind of a longer term thing, and that is to sing. Sing and sing and sing and sing and sing. And I don't mean just sing melodies that you know. If you're listening to the radio and a song comes on and you're like, oh, I've never heard this one, start singing. Start singing along. See if you can match the pitch. See if you can find where the notes are going up or down. Another thing to think about is don't just sing the melody all the time. Some of the best ear training that you can do is to say, you know what, I'm going to listen to the guitar part of this song and I'm going to sing whatever of that I can. Or you might sing the bass line, or you might sing the keyboard part, or you might try to pick out the harmony. The more singing you do, the better, because ultimately everything else that we're going to do pretty much today is going to be dealing with your ability to sing. So if you want to improve your vocals a little bit, I do have a very cool 15-minute vocal warm-up. I'll leave it here and linked in the description box below. So if you're like, I don't know about how to sing, it's a little quick warm-up that you can do to get your voice moving. But you should be singing nonstop. I had a friend who used to sing in the car all the time, but he never sang the melody. That was his rule. He always sang the harmony part, the keyboard part, the bass part. You get the drift. That's a great way to build your ear. After that, or during that process, what you're going to want to do is start to sing random notes and see if you can pick them out on the keyboard. And so you can see that I have the keyboard here. So what I might do is just do something like sing a note. I'm just going to sing a note. There it is. I'm going to sing another note. And I'm trying to say, can I find this note? There it is. And I'll sing another random note. Found it, right? So this is not going to sound cute. I get that I don't sound cute when I'm doing this, but if you're going to want to be able to play melodies at the piano, you're first going to have to be able to figure out what note you are singing in your voice, right? That's a really, really important thing to do. So you can practice singing sing notes like that and kind of plunking out on the keyboard. Again, it's something that you can do in a couple of minutes a day, or every time you sit down at the keyboard, do it for a couple of minutes. The next thing that you're going to do after that is start to find melodies on piano. So you might think of a very simple melody like Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. So you sing it first. Do, 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 do. So there's my first note. Can I find it? Oh, I found it on the first jump. Okay. So do. So I appear to be singing it in B. Let me go. Do, do, do. Do, that? I found that. Do, 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 do. Then the next note goes do, 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 do. So it goes do, 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 do. Then it goes do, 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 do. So it goes do, 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 right? And so I'm just using that as an example. Obviously, I can play that. I'm just demonstrating how you would do it. I can obviously just play that. But you start by playing little melodies like that. You could try Happy Birthday. You could try Jingle Bells, like any little tune like that. And then eventually you could, sort of envision a song that you are very familiar with. So I think often of da, 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 Call Me Al by Paul Simon. And it's such a distinct horn part. Da, 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 da. And so I go da, 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 da. And it goes da, 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 da. Right? So picking out little melodies like that, you could do the same thing with a bass line. Maybe you've heard dum ba do ba do ba do ba do ba do ba bo ba do ba, right, My Girl? And you'll say ba, what's the first note? Ba ba da 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 da. So now, right? So you're just going to take the time to pick out little melodic ideas like this and just plunk them out at the piano. Bear in mind, this is going to take some time, and it's totally and utterly okay that it's going to take you a hot minute to do it. It's really not that big of a deal. You just want to do it a little bit every day. All right. So once you found the notes on the piano, finding melodies, another thing that you can do is get used to clapping rhythms. And so why I like doing this is when you're clapping the rhythm, along with, let's say, a melody, and I'll pick a melody in a second, what you want to do is be clapping the rhythm out. So you're isolating the rhythm from the rest of the melody. So we could do Call Me Al, that it goes da 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 da. And so I'm going to isolate that for a second, and I'm going to play just like clap the melody. So it goes da 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 da. And so you're going to sing along with it. You could even play the recording out loud and clap that rhythm along with it. And what that's going to do is make you more aware of the rhythm. The same with if we were doing My Girl and we were going da 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 da, right? And so you're working through getting used to isolating just the rhythms, okay? The next thing that you're going to do, which you can do all of these, together as sort of like a little ear training module, but you're going to get used to deciding whether a chord is major or minor. And this is a really important thing to do. And if you're not totally confident with all of your major and minor chords, I will share this tutorial that I did, all about chords, major and minor chords, and all the keys. And I also have a free printable. If you go to here, pianoandvoicewithbrenda.com/chords, this is a great free resource. You can just sign up for it right now and it'll come into your inbox for free. But what you want to do is be able to identify, hear the difference between a major and a minor chord. So the way that you could practice this is you're going to play your C major chord and then you're going to play your C minor chord like that. And so the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to sing da 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 da. You can even play it if you need to put it into your voice. Do dee do dee do. And now you're going to make it minor. Do 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 do. Right? So that this is major. Da 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 da. And then we've got minor. Da 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 da. So let's do that in another key. I'm going to do it in the key of A. I'm going to play the major triad. Da dee 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 dee, and then make it minor. Da 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 da. So this is another exercise that you can do to practice singing the major and the minor. Then you could go away from the piano and you could say, I'm going to now sing, this is my singing sound, and I'm going to sing da 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 da. That's the major. Da 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 da. That's minor. Let me pick a different singing sound. Da 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 da. That's major. Da 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 da. That's minor. You see how I did that? So this is going to help you to basically discern whether a chord is major and minor. So let's imagine that you were going to be playing or you were hearing a piece of music and the chords went like this. Then you'll be able to sort of say, oh, this is a major chord. I recognize this. Na, 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 na. Oh, that's major. And then what about this one? That's minor. Da, 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 da. That's major. So this step is going to be really, really important in helping you to best understand and be able to recognize the difference between major and minor. So this collection of exercises are ones that you could do on a daily basis because most of them are kind of serving different purposes. Remember, the first thing you want to do is sing constantly. When you're listening to recordings, you're going to sing along. You're going to sing something other than the melody. You're going to sing the horn part, the guitar part, the bass line, kind of whatever is going on, the harmony part, anything. The second thing that you're going to do is practice singing sounds and then finding them on the piano because that's really what our first step in being able to play melodies by ear. The second thing, or the third thing you're going to do is you're going to go and actually locate some melodies on piano. And you're going to start with super babyish stuff, Jingle Bells, Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star, Mary Had a Little Lamb, all that kind of stuff. And then you can move on to other melodies that you like and know, and you can sit down and figure them out. While you're working on this, you can also practice isolating rhythms. So singing a melody and then clapping what the rhythm is along with it. And what this will help you to do is to develop a deeper understanding of what you're hearing and that you can replicate it. And then finally, you're going to do some practice on making sure you can play the difference or hear the difference between major and minor. Once you're able to do all of those things and you've kind of worked at this, and this might take you a couple weeks, maybe it'll take you a couple months to get this together, probably a few weeks, then you're going to start to feel like when you go to hear something, it's going to kind of become more and more familiar. And you'll notice that just like any muscle, you'll be able to build up to playing more and more difficult pieces. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure you leave me a big thumbs up, leave me a comment below, let me know what questions you have about this work or any other work related to the field of ear training. If you want to go a little bit deeper, I do have a fantastic course called Ear Training and Solfege. This is actually a collection of courses that I have created all to go kind of very deeply into what we talked about today. I take you through a bunch of techniques on how to learn to play by ear. I teach you solfege, which is a very old method of learning to sing do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. And this will help to build your really deep ears. It's been kind of magical, and it's not just for choir people. It's really been effective for lots of people who are into pop and rock and jazz and stuff. This course, plus all of my others, are included as part of my all-inclusive online membership called the Versatile Musician. In there, you'll have a whole bunch of courses, including ear training and solfege, and you'll find a one-stop shop place to really get all of the musical skills you need on the piano, for singing, music theory, etc. If you want to check that out, go to theversatilemusician.com, and for a limited time, you can get $30 off your first month by using coupon code GETSTARTED30. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.